TrueWork is hell-bent on creating the most technical, high-performance workwear in the world. The TrueWork story begins in the Colorado mountains, where a trade worker knew that there had to be a better solution than the wet, heavy gear that was weighing him down. That's where TrueWork was born. I actually have some TrueWork overhauls I wear at the track. Warm, waterproof, you can't beat them. You gotta check it out. If you're a hard-working son of a bitch and you're out in the elements, TrueWork is for you. Denim and cotton canvas haven't changed much over 200 years. TrueWork upgrades traditional classic by using the same fabrics worn by elite outdoor athletes. Soft, stretchy, sweat-wicking soft-cell work pants are a major upgrade over wet, heavy jeans. Wind and waterproof shells use intellectually placed insulation for streamlined warmth that lets you stay mobile and agile. TrueWork has over 50,000 five-star reviews and countless stories from trade pros in every state from almost every job across the country. Upgrade to TrueWork for a major change in the way that you work. TrueWork helps you be your best when your best matters the most. Check out the full lineup and get 15% off your first full order at truework.com/Bubba. That's 15% off at truewerk.com/Bubba. I don't know about you, but I like keeping my money where I can see it. And unfortunately, traditional big wireless carriers also seem to like keeping my money too. After years for overpaying for wireless, I finally got fed up from crazy high wireless bills, bogus fees, and free perks that actually cost more in the long run. And I switched to Mint Mobile. I'm saving about, 15 to 20 bucks all in a month. Say bye-bye to your overpriced wireless plans, jaw-dropping monthly bills, and unexpected overages. Mint Mobile is here to rescue you with premium wireless plans starting at 15 bucks a month. All plans come with high-speed data and unlimited talk and text delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your own phone number along with all of your existing contacts. Ditch overpriced wireless and get 3 months of premium wireless service for Mint Mobile for only 15 bucks a month. If you like your money, Mint Mobile is for you. Shop plans at mintmobile.com/Bubba. That's mintmobile.com/Bubba. Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, 5 gigabyte plan required, equivalent to $15 a month. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See Mint Mobile for details.
He's got depression. He takes pills so he doesn't lose his mind. He's just a fuck boy. He's not your goy toy.
Welcome to Klem Kush.
He is our Sethy boy.
Fuck you, Bob Cook. I've been back for my walk for a long time. Sorry, I just got in here and saw Chad. It was the first thing I saw. I didn't mean to fuck you, Bob Cook. I just felt like it would be good for effect.
What's Bob?
No, Bob just said they were. I mean, we're late. I mean, it says that we would be on this at 10:30, so I figured people would be talking about what we were up to. And Bubba was listening to old Power Pig things over there, and I was
listening to old radio air checks, some of which I'm involved in, and I was listening to when Jack Harris and Dr. Don called Gary Edens, who was the president of Q105 at the time, and when in March 3rd of 1989. When the Power Pig first signed on, they offered Q105 $4 million ransom, and we will not get into the top 40 business. Because at that point, Q105 had been the only top 40 station for like 30 years in Tampa.
That's pretty funny. I've never heard of anything like that.
They never had any competition ever. And so Randy Michaels and Mark Chase and the great, forefathers of the Power Pig, they called the president live on the air and said, well, it started out at $1 million. Then there was a 4-week promotion, and each week it went up $1 million. And what they had taken is they'd actually strategized as to what they thought if they beat Q105, what it would cost them financially. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're the only game in town, your Miller Kaplan number's $8 million. If you're the second top 40 in town, your Miller Kaplan number, which is your sales number, is probably $4 million. So if you don't want us to come in and absolutely kick your ass, then pay us and we'll stay out of top 40. And of course, Gary Edens famously on the air on Morning Drive on the air said, bring it on. It's going to be some great competition. And 93.3 FLZ is still a top 40. And Q105 is now an oldies. And they've gone through, I think, several different format changes since 1989.
Well, everybody wins in this situation, and that's a rarity. Go teams, go.
So that was brilliant. And then I came rolling in, and the Power Pig kicked ass all of 89, all of 90, all of 91. And then they started getting a little stale. Their antics and stuff like that started getting a little stale, and they brought me in 92 to kind of get it, crazy again.
And you did that.
Oh, fuck. I took anything they'd ever done and turbocharged it.
Oh, yeah.
And there was two sets of rules. The rules for the station and my rules. And there were no rules.
Dude, I'm getting so turned on. You got to put all this stuff in the documentary.
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No. Have you watched it?
Yeah.
No, all three?
Oh, yeah.
No, for real.
Way faster than I ever anticipated.
All right, so can we talk? Can we talk?
Yeah.
All three with Phoebe?
No.
All three by yourself?
Yeah, dude, I'm a lone wolf when it comes to my
I know you are, but I wanted her female perspective.
Well, listen, Bubba, I sat down with my little new laptop that I got, and I watched it on my bed, okay? And so I...
were you distracted, or did you genuinely pay attention?
I was
asking for a friend.
I was working on my other job. I was putting cards on eBay, and I was rubbing myself over my sweatshorts. So I was doing a few other things, yes.
Jacking? You were jacking?
No, I was just soft rubbing over my sweatshorts.
A soft jack over...
No, it's not a jack, dude. It's a rub. It's just like an over
friction?
the hand rub. No, just like
full friction?
Just
like the equivalent to a girl's ass cheeks rubbing up and down your cock?
Just like a girl's crying. You're kind of like rubbing her back. Like one of those.
Oh, your cock's that big to get a rub like that?
No. I'm not saying it's as long
was
as
was it a tug? Did you ever
No,
tug the meat over the head?
I can't tug through sweatshorts, my friend. They're somewhat a little thick. So,
okay. So
you're focusing on the wrong thing here, pervert.
I know. So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
A couple different questions. Were you pleasantly surprised on the quality? Did the quality meet your expectations? Do you think it's better produced than you thought it was going to be? About what you thought it was going to be, or worsely?
Well, I saw the trailer and some stuff, a while ago. So I will say, if I went into it blindly, I would be surprised by the production.
Okay, that's good. And were you able to understand the story that the writers and producers were trying to tell?
It got a little hairy for me at the end of episode 2, but once 3 started, I kind of was picking everything up.
Right.
Because it wasn't really, I had kind of heard about it, but it's hard for me to...
Right. Well, I don't
want to give anything, but I'm not like, I'm not political, so it's hard when there's all the, But so, I get what happened.
But the 2 being kind of a little cliffhanger and not knowing what the fuck's going on, which is what most people will probably do.
I'll tell you what, I got goosebumps when Stone showed up, and I don't even give a fuck about Stone, but just the way that they did it, the way that they had him come on, I thought was very, very cool.
And so then you knew that there was some fuckery coming.
Yes.
Because if it ended, listen, I'll just give it to you. The episode 2 ends with Roger Stone sitting down and just making one proclamation, and then it cuts.
He looks like he's getting younger.
He looks good. He really does. And then 3, which is the big payoff to a lot of different things, the people involved, what they got, what they didn't get, how the tape was used. I don't think that anybody, even local radio people, and that's what I would consider you at this point, I'm going to remove you out of like Bubba land. And
I did 2 weeks in L.A., Bubba, so before about that whole local thing.
Of course. Formerly, most recently from Los Angeles.
I could be globally known because of my hockey podcast.
Sure, absolutely. The Chirp. Absolutely.
Block party. But
by whatever you want to, however you want to identify as a radio personality.
Thank you.
I would think that, but if we if we hyper local it, I think that the way the tape was used and most people had no idea about that.
No, I don't think people would. I mean, there's no way people would. I mean, yeah, no, people wouldn't know that.
Yeah, people,
but people weren't following. People weren't haven't been following your saga for so long to where they would know that.
Right. Well, and I haven't even disclosed that. I haven't really.
Yeah, that's true.
Talked about that because that's the big payoff. Is it what? Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
What do you think is going to happen? Because you know that everybody in Tampa radio is going to watch it. I mean, even if they don't want to watch it, they're going to watch it. Just because it's been such a build-up. It's been the most talked about thing that's not gotten done in the last 4 years. It's coming. It's coming. That we're just clearing various fair usage, hurdles and some stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, because I told you I sent it to a bunch of people. You're like, I don't give a fuck. So I could tell it's coming around the corner.
And so what do you think the average radio person in Tampa will think about it? Let's just go building by building. What do you think iHeart will say about it? Now, obviously Matt Lloyd still works there.
Yeah, he looks the absolute worst in this documentary.
Right. I mean, if you are an iHeart, manager, or and this thing does well, it gets some legs. People are watching it. It's just not. Listen. It's.
Can I say, Bubba? I don't think they're going to flinch. I don't think it's going to affect iHeart at all. I think that they already know. They've already known about Spice and what he's been into. I know he's been in that building, a very, very long time, despite leaving and coming back. And I just don't. I don't think that they would fire him at all over that. From what I hear, he's in the position in sales where national clients just call up and they're ready to spend money, and he just books those calls and gets the commission. So his job's pretty cushy. I can't see them. I can't see them doing anything with him at all. I mean, I'd be a little embarrassed if I was him, having that information out there. But I don't think.
I agree with you.
I don't think Tommy Chuck's going to go. We got to get Spice out of the building.
What
now.
about his little prestigious 13 Other Mig Club?
The 13 Ugly Men?
Yeah, he's supposed to be part of that. I mean,
I don't know what those guys.
Is that a good look for your organization?
No, but I don't really know what those guys. I don't really know what that organization's about. I
don't even know what they do anymore. I mean, I think they have like a one white party a year.
I saw them at a Ryan Callahan. He used to play for the Lightning. I saw them at one of his fundraisers, and they said they paid for something. So I don't know. It's great to be a part of a charity or whatever.
Sure. But. Okay, so moving right along. What do you think? I don't think it does anything to Beasley. I think Beasley's riveted. They watch it, Yeah. Like, oh, okay. Bubba was right, But what Bubba said, that's what happened. Or, at least that's what this says. Now the big one. What do you think happens at Cox?
I think the majority of people that will watch it at Cox, or maybe one or two people will watch it, and maybe they'll film certain parts and send it around. But I think that it's hard to say because I haven't been in that building in 5 years, but I think that
but you still got some pretty good friends over there.
I think it will come up in some sort of official capacity, like someone will want to address it seriously.
Right. I mean,
like maybe just say, hey,
do you think corporate gets involved?
It could be. I think it would be one of those things where it's like, hey, we're not talking about this. Don't we're working on something, or we're just leaving this alone. And if you bring anything up, you're gonna get fined. I think I could see a conversation like that happening. But I don't know what happens from there. But like I said, I see it being officially addressed in the Cox/Apollo building.
And then, what do you think it does maybe in the advertising community? What does it wreck?
Not much locally, Bubba. To be honest, I really think that it's not so much the content of the documentary. To me, I think I took this away because I'm on the show and I know most of the story. But to me, it was, despite this stuff that's happened, or despite what you know about me, I am still here. I'm still doing a show. I'm in a different world now, but I'm not going anywhere. I think is a good way to just say, I'm still here. And so I'm not saying that's going to lead to some sort of radio job at all, but I think it's good to put yourself out there. And I think if you get interviews to promote it, I think, those things are good just to promote that you're still around so that people can come to you if they forgot about you or lost you along the way, and they can come to you and see that you've got all this content, from years ago, and to current day. So I think to me, that's the biggest takeaway from it for me.
And that's realistically all I am looking for is I'm just looking for people to know the entire story and maybe form a different opinion. Not that their different opinion is going to lead to anything for me. It might lead to them maybe just rediscovering us on YouTube or Facebook or our podcast or wherever. It might. I'm sure that the documentary will lead to people cuming us in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
And that's all I care about.
And I think that you'll have some political people that reach out and want to talk to you, and people from the entertainment world. And really, Bubba, the world that we live in right now, whether we make fun of social influencers or people that go viral, I mean, it's really all about collaborating. I mean, that's the best way to get yourself out there. So if you're going on Tim Pool or you're doing Alex Stein, and who knows what else can come up, like that's where the industry is these days. Back in the day on radio, it was just you. I mean, it was just you had to worry about the other guy, across the street. That was it. Now you have to worry about 9,000 other ways people can get their entertainment. And I think that's why you have any chance to put yourself in front of an audience. It's a great fucking thing.
And you're no longer the only game in town. Meaning, back in the day when you and I were growing up, me specifically, then you thereafter me, you didn't have any there wasn't a Joe Rogan. When I was on 98 Rock in the morning or 102.5 The Bone or 98.7 or where the fuck I was, I didn't have to worry about, the world being an oyster that anybody could find anything at any time through the dashboard of their phone, of their vehicle, meaning Apple or Google Play. That literally you only had to compete with people that were on the AM or FM dial. Those were your competition. And it was only competition within, 50 to 60 mile radius because, people in Orlando couldn't get radio in Atlanta.
Right.
Or something like that. And so the game has changed so much that it's the local guy that's doing just a local show. He is becoming more and more obsolete. And if they haven't made the trek as to what we did starting in 2017, they're so far fucking behind. I mean, I feel as if, like on Instagram, we were late to the game, and I feel as if, I was even late to the game on YouTube, even though I have decent, we have decent YouTube numbers, and we
caught up. We caught up all over.
But I still feel, had I listened to Joe Rogan, in 2008 when I had Joe Rogan in the studio, and had I just listened to him, and if we could sit here for the rest of the day and coulda, shoulda, woulda. But Joe took me aside. I was walking him out to his rental car. He's like, "Hey man, you should after you get done with your Sirius XM show, just do like a 30 or 40 minute keep like a podcast." And then you put it up and people download it. I was like, well, that seems like 1950 technology to me. He's like, it's going to be the revolution. It's going to be where people gravitate to, and it's going to be where lots of people go. Can you imagine if I had started then? Oh, please.
I know. Also, if you invested in, Bitcoin and houses like Kevin, Hazlett told
Sure.
you, but you can't dwell in that area, Bubba. It'll drive you crazy.
I can't dwell on that. Yeah. So, but I mean, so overall, do you think people will like it?
Yeah.
I think the Bubba Army will love it, and I think people that don't know me will like it, and then there's going to be a lot of people that think it's a bunch of bullshit. But isn't that with everything?
Yeah. I just think you gotta get it out every possible place.
Oh, we're going to.
Yeah.
We're going to. I mean, we're going to get it out every possible place. So I'm excited. I really am. I'm excited about a lot. I got like 3 really big things that are 4. I got 4 really big things that are happening right now.
Okay.
That I'm very excited about.
Are we going over them or just?
No.
Oh, we're not.
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we went over 2 of them. We went over the documentary, and then I'm excited for the app. We're in beta testing right now. And, everybody's like, oh, man.
No, don't talk about it, Bubba. I thought we were don't talk about it.
I'm not talking about it. I'm not talking about it.
We're talking about it.
No, we're not. It's a big thing that's coming. I got 4 big things that are coming. And I think that all 4 are going to hit and just cause an absolute nuclear explosion for us. I really do.
Good. I'm ready for a nuke.
I really, really, really do. We're going to really cause some fucking havoc.
Shake it up.
Shake it up. Bubba Klem. Scotty Farrell. My wife, 36 Bs, hanging out. Cubs over the farm with Phillies. Bears over the Packers. Detroit over Philly. Shake it up. Shake it up.
Did you say he doesn't like you or something?
Yeah, him and Manson. Me and Farrell were boys. And then Manson gets fired and he reaches out to Farrell, and Farrell's like, biggest mistake Bob ever made. He'll never make it without you. You're the best ever. Watch you. Well, you ever notice this? Everybody that's left me, nobody has said, man, you know what?
No one said thank you.
No, but nobody has said, fuck, I'm not really doing too good. Bubba was the glue that kept us all together. Bubba was. Nobody that left me is killing it. Nobody.
Well, I mean,
I'm doing the best of anybody.
I mean, not in the content world per se.
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm saying
who's doing better than me? Of my of my former co-hosts. If you look at, let's just be intellectually honest. If you look at Manson, 25, Brent, Spice Boy, Shannon Burke, my sister.
I mean, your sister's a millionaire. I mean, how would you say she's not doing?
No, you said in content.
No. But what I'm saying, Bubba, is you're saying that people that aren't doing, as well as you. I understand that a lot of people, still try to move on and do entertainment once they leave you. But if they go off like I went and did, bake more pies and everything like that, where I was, making more money and had, full benefits and all that shit. Like No,
I'm talking about radio.
Yeah,
I'm talking about these people that have these bullshit little podcasts that they do once a week, and it's just all about how much I fucked it up and how woulda, coulda, shoulda, woulda. Had I not fucked it up, we had the best thing going. We were going to be the apparent to Howard Stern, blah, blah, blah. None of them take any personal onus in what happened. It's all my fault. But meanwhile, if they were as talented as they think they are, then they would have similar numbers, if not better numbers, than me. They would be killing it. If Manson was as talented as he says in the fucking 80s type, 90s, 4-minute fake guy sings a fucking song about fucking a goat, was as popular as it used to be when I used to have it with me, or I would position it on my show, then he would be fucking killing it, and he's not. Nobody is.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm saying, nobody. I mean, I'm the first one to say, hey, you know what? A lot of my success, and you've heard me say this before, a lot of my success that I'm having today, or that I could have, or that I've had, has a lot to do with, and I've said this many a times, and I know you'll agree with me, has a lot to do with the opportunity that Howard gave me and the global stage that he gave me for 6 years to be for people like, Airtight Ski Pole from San Francisco to be up familiar with my program.
Oh, he texted me yesterday. He thought that we might have heat over the wrestling comment.
Oh,
because he said wrestling's for simpletons. I said I genuinely wanted to know what I should watch if I want to be more highbrow, and Lemmy told me Shark Tank and Fox News. So
but what I'm saying is you've heard me say that,
yeah,
and I've paid my respects to Howard. I continued, and I will, but
Oh, you unloaded the chamber on him in the dock.
Yeah, I wouldn't be talking about that.
I mean, it's going to be.
It's not necessarily untrue.
It's not untrue. I mean, unless it gets edited out. I mean, it's...
No, it's not untrue. I mean, the stats and data that we gave is not untrue. And it came from Tim Sabian.
Oh, I know.
So, I mean, it was credible. But that being said, I don't motherfuck Howard.
No.
I give him his props, saying, had I not worked for Howard for those 5.5, 6 years, I probably wouldn't be in the position that I am today. But, you know, these people that used to work for me, they're like, oh, you know, fuck it. Bubba was a megalomaniac and hard to work for and fucking mean to my son and all this kind of bullshit. And had he not fucked it up, we'd still be killing it. Motherfucker, Manson, I paid you $600,000 a year. You stupid fuck. Who else is ever going to pay a parody guy that kind of money? Nobody. You'll never make that money in your life. You would have never made that money in your life. And I saved you from the MJ morning show. How about open up your fucking show with that? How about I got this all wrong?
Wait, you're saying it wouldn't have been MJ and BJ? It would have been MJ and Manson?
No, Manson was there during MJ and BJ. Manson was there during MJ and BJ. His name was Buckwheat.
Okay.
He played a black guy.
Wow.
Ote MJ.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
And I took him in 1996.
We've come a long way to having real black guys on the radio now.
Yeah.
Or at least on this.
So how about that, Manson? How about I took you from a fucking obscure black guy that you were playing on the MJ and BJ show. MJ wouldn't play any of your bits because he hated them. I thought they were dirty, nasty, and exactly what I needed. And I made you a fucking star. How about not being such sour grapes? How about thanking me for the 23 years that I paid you 6 figures? How about that?
Have you been inspired by the thank you that America has been demanding from Zelensky, and now you want your thank yous?
No, I don't want my thank yous. I just don't want you to have a fucking weekly podcast with you and another fucking thief rip-off artist talking about how good it used to be or how much of a cuckold I am or how stupid I am or how I'm a cheater or how I'm a thief and all the maniacal all the bullshit that I am, that you think I am, while I continue to be able to pay my bills from this industry, have a staff, and thrive and continue to stay relevant in the content world without you, without any of you fuckers. I got a whole nother staff. What's the glue that keeps it together? I was Bubba the Love Sponge before you guys, and I'm Bubba the Love Sponge after you guys. And you guys are the furthest thing from what I'm doing. As far as numbers, as far as monetization, as far as Manson, can you pay? Can you make a living and pay a staff of 7 people and rent studios and be able to make a living on your bullshit that you're bringing in? Same thing with you, Spice Boy. No, you can't. But week in and week out, it's how fucking stupid I am, how much I blew it, where we would be now. You wouldn't be fucking shit without me. So fuck off. I can't wait for either one of you fucks to watch this documentary, especially you, Matt Lloyd. Buckle the fuck up, kid. You might lose your job over it. I don't know. I don't give a fuck.
Whew. If you feel okay?
Feel good as fuck.
I was going to say, just use their, a lot of people root for your demise. Just, use it as motivation.
A lot of people rooting for my demise. Everybody is rooting for my demise.
I know, and now people are rooting for my demise because I'm working here now. Great.
Dave, make sure you learn it well. Boom. Perfect. Thank you so very much. So anyway, I'm done.
Okay.
That's
cool.
Talk about some other shit. But isn't it just amazing about just all the hate in this marketplace over me when nobody in the history of this town, with maybe the exception of Ron and Ron, has done what I've done in radio. Yes, I've fucked some stuff up. Yep, I have. Yep. I fucking, fucked around with the ratings. That wasn't good for me. Yep. I let my wife fuck Hogan. That wasn't good for me.
Nope.
But what have you done? Not you. But what have you done? For every fucker that hates me or talks shit about me.
I jerked off the junkyard dog.
There you go.
Thank you.
You jerked the junkyard dog off, or you jerked off to him?
No, I jerked him off, Bubba. Don't be disgusting.
Sorry.
So I've done a couple of things in my life.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Sure. You jerked off at the content house and left the cum-filled drawers in the corner for Gary Cantrell to have to pick up.
Well,
that's another thing you've done.
He got a Caitlin Clark autograph card, and he lived. And I bet he treasures that memory now that he's still alive.
And so, listen, I'm sorry. Give respect where respect's due. I'm killing it.
And can I just? I have a new project that I'm doing, Bub, on the side, and
you should be selling cards. You should have like a Bubba Army merch, Bubba Army store, Bubba Army shop type front end where you're actually selling and brokering cards. Is what you should be doing.
I'm doing kind of a lot of card content. But I've got 10 people subscribed already. So
10?
I mean, I know I'm not really doing your kind of numbers right now, but I got 10. I just started it Sunday, and I'm doing like some card podcasts. And did you see the email that we got today from the guy that was looking for my email who wanted to ask me some card questions?
Yeah,
Did you see that?
I briefly saw it.
Okay. It's like 9 paragraphs long, Bubba, and he's got his wife's a real estate agent, and the house that she's selling, the guy died, and he's got a bunch of cards, and this husband wants to sell the cards to give back to the kid whose dad it was, and he's got 80 boxes of cards, and he's sending me pictures, asking me what I know, and it's so much card shit, and a lot of it takes up time. So I just thought I would go to a place where, if people wanted to, subscribe, then, they could get all the card information they want. So that's what I've started.
Now, how can people go there?
It's a Substack.
What's that mean?
It's like a OnlyFans, but for, kind of more wholesome creators. So it's SethKush.substack.com.
But can people do you have like a card for sale?
No, so what I did was I did one initial podcast so far speaking about all the questions that I get, and I read a couple examples so people could see, why I was doing this. And then I also posted me opening up a couple boxes of cards, which where I got a couple of Caitlin Clarks. So I'm going to go home today, and then
aren't those Caitlin Clarks worth some money that you'd like to sell? Or are you hanging on? Are you?
I sold one already.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I kept one.
But where'd you sell it at?
eBay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So is that where you push people? eBay?
No, I'm not pushing. I don't have anything to sell right now. I'm selling.
But what I'm envisioning is that you open up a card store.
Yes.
Where you sell.
Yeah, I would like to. Yes, I would. I think I talked to this with Brian. I would like to be a part of a card store. There's 2 other business owners.
Maybe not a brick. Are you talking about?
It has to be a brick and mortar.
Oh,
yeah.
It has to be.
Yeah. If you want the good shit, if in order to get the good cards, you have to have the relationships with the distributors, and a lot of people only distribute to brick and mortar because they've been in the game the longest. They respect that.
Where would you put it? Would you put it in Hillsborough or Pinellas?
I'd put it in St. Pete.
Like Central. Or Tyrone Square.
I don't.
Or maybe Feather Sound.
Not sure. Maybe
19 in Ulmerton.
To be honest, I would choose something that had the best looking or the oddest location to draw attention. So it'd be more
like
about
an aromatherapy looking kind of deal.
It would just be more about the building and how, like in St. Pete, Bubba, they took what are those? Almost like dumpsters or storage containers, Bubba. They took storage containers.
Oh yeah, they did that. They did that on 54 too.
Yeah, and they made a kawa. They made like a
colony.
They made a coffee store with those storage units.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
and other stores too, right? Or just a coffee store?
just that one, but there's been some other ones. But I like the unique style of something like that.
You think that might be real expensive though, because it's kind of it's real clicky and new.
Well, you got to listen, man. I don't know. I don't know much about business. That's why I've got business people. But yeah, there's the two other guys want to open a card store too. We just got. I think we want to talk to Babyface.
Oh no, this is Dan. Hey Dan, I'm on the air. No, but I'll call you in 5 minutes, okay? Bye. Dr. Dan.
Is everything okay?
Well, that's one of my thingies.
Oh, my.
It's one of my big gimmicks.
Is he okay?
Yes. He's good.
I got the video of me and him driving in the Tesla, if you want to play it tomorrow.
Yeah, let's do that, okay?
I cussed one time, and then I realized I probably shouldn't cuss, so I have deep apologies for that.
No problem. We'll play it tomorrow.
Okay.
Appreciate everybody.
He is a Jew.
Sorry I went off today, Seth.
Very funny.
No, it's
He wants more
what the
money
people wanted.
and more mic time. He's got anxiety. He's got depression. He takes pills so he doesn't lose his mind. He's just a fuck boy. He's not your goy toy. He is our Sethy boy. He's not your goy toy. Direct deposits. He's making profits. He's picking pockets. When his daughter's around, he stole dumbbells. He's building muscle. He's digging tunnels deep under the ground. He's just a fuck boy. He's not your goy toy. He is our Sethy boy. He's not your goy toy.